Good evening, friends. Happy Sunday to all of you. The cost of everyday necessities is continuing to rise across our country. But Democrats in the House of Representatives plan on taking big action this week. New bills have been proposed that help support programs like Social Security and Medicare for seniors and retirees. However, Democrats may face some strong Republican opposition. So friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. I will be going over all of the details. Also, I will be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Please enter the giveaways. All you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Friends, the more videos that you comment on, the more likely your chances of winning these giveaways. Also, during the months of November and December, I will surprise several of you with $200 gift cards to say thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community. I will be announcing a winner for the $200 giveaway at the end of this video, so please make sure that you stay tuned. According to a new data released by the American Farm Bureau Federation, Thanksgiving dinner will cost a whopping 20% more than it did last year. A feast for 10 people with 12 menu items, including turkey, stuffing, cranberries, and a pumpkin pie, will cost $64.05 on average. That is up $10.74 from last year. The price of a 16-pound turkey is $28.96 on average this year. That is up 20% from last year. But friends, inflation has cooled off last month just a bit, but still remains elevated at 7.7% for the year ending in October. General inflation is slashing the purchasing power of consumers, is a significant factor which is contributing to the increase in the average cost of this year's Thanksgiving dinner. Lower production and higher costs of labor, transportation, and items are part of the reason why costs have gone up for millions of Americans. But economists closely track consumer spending, which makes up more than 2/3 of the U.S. economy, for any sign of diminishing demand. At the same time, the Federal Reserve has been trying to beat back historically high inflation by raising interest rates in a way that stops short of tipping the country into a recession. The labor market has remained strong, which has helped consumers continue to spend. And now, friends, House Democrats have proposed legislation that could end the former president's tax cuts for the wealthy and corporations. If passed, this could implement some of the biggest tax increases in many decades. But while these tax changes aim to make good on President Biden's promises to tackle inequality, they are smaller scale in an effort to win over moderate Democrat support. The new plan proposes raising the top capital gains tax rate from 20% to 25%, instead of nearly doubling it to 39.6%, as President Biden had initially proposed. And the corporate tax rate would only go up to 26.5% instead of 28%. Biden also proposed eliminating a loophole that allows capital gains passed down a part of an estate to avoid taxation. The president suggested that the Internal Revenue Service needs to do a better job auditing high earners to make sure they're paying their fair share. Tax increases are also designed to help fund an increase in IRS oversight. House Democrats just released an updated version of the tax overhaul, which was outlined by President Biden in April. While there are certainly consistent themes, some of the numbers have been dialed back. The new proposal includes a number of different parts. It would raise the corporate tax rate from 21% to 26.5% for businesses that report income of more than $5 million. It would raise the top income tax bracket from 37% to 39.6% for households earning more than $450,000 a year. Another important provision that Democrats would like to include is $80 billion in IRS funding over the next decade. That kind of package has the potential to raise hundreds of billions of dollars in lost tax revenue over the same time period. A key feature of both the original and updated tax proposals is the fact that they're designed to affect only extremely high earners. While the new tax proposal presented by House Democrats is a much smaller scale than what President Biden had initially presented, it still has big implications for federal spending over the next decade. These changes could reportedly raise nearly $3 trillion in new revenue to help fund important parts of the U.S. social safety net. The House Democrat proposal still needs to get it passed in the Senate before it can be signed into law. And even then, it's only slated to affect some of the highest earners in the country's top 1%. Well, great friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Sunday. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here every day when I post a video. And I want you all to know that I greatly appreciate all of you logging on and watching all of the new videos that I post. The winner of today's $200 gift card giveaway is Joni Maxwell. Congratulations, my dear friend. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me an email. Or you can also message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, my friends, and have a wonderful and blessed weekend.
Last week, a few of my Republican colleagues introduced their counterproposal to President Biden's American Jobs Plan. The senior senator from Mississippi called the proposal, quote, a good faith effort. He wishes to engage with Democrats on an issue that touches every community in America on a subject we all know, infrastructure. I think I speak for the entire Democratic caucus in welcoming this effort from our friends across the aisle. As I mentioned earlier, when it came to the American Rescue Plan for vaccines and vaccinations and cash support for families and help for small businesses and schools, not a single Republican would join us. It's time for us to come together and work on a bipartisan basis. Maybe this is a start. After all, infrastructure is what should unite us. Whether you live in Laurel, Mississippi, or Lakeview section of Chicago, our roads, bridges, our fiber optic networks keep us connected and keep us moving. And as we emerge from this pandemic, it's clear that Americans are ready to get to work, building a stronger country, a healthier country, and a more prosperous country. Sadly, though, the proposal from our Republican friends really fails to meet the once-in-a-generation opportunity test to transform America.